Am I the a-hole for not wanting my husband's family to stay with us for the holidays? We have a one-bedroom apartment with a 7-month-old. Space is already so limited. My husband's sister and her family are flying across the country to spend Christmas with us for 11 days. They insisted they stay with us instead of getting a hotel. Of course, my husband agrees to this without talking to me. When he does ask me about it, I explain how it's going to be crowded. The noise has to be kept to a minimum because of the baby. My son already has trouble sleeping, so who knows how it'll be by next month. Husband is working some days while they're here, so he insists they use my car to go and do stuff while I'm home with the kid. The problem I have the most is when I speak up, he immediately says I'm against his family, even though he's always talking crap against mine. My family hasn't been over to see my son yet because they know it's going to take hotel and car rental fees. They don't insist on uprooting my entire routine for 11 days. My mom can get me discounts because she works at a hotel, but that's still not good enough for them. I just think it's rude to insist on sleeping on an air mattress that will take up half our living room. My son will not have a safe place to play. I'll have to lock myself away to pump every 3 to 4 hours. Our routines will be shattered. I have a feeling their kid will be loud and wake the baby. My husband said don't get mad if his sister's kid breaks things. He's 5. I'm going to be mad. I'm made to feel like the AH because I have an opinion. The more I think about it, the angrier I get. AITA? AITA has no consensus bot. OOP received the majority of NTAs. Relevant/top comments. Commenter 1. You should be rethinking this marriage. He's got zero consideration for you. Commenter 2. Exactly. He is showing all the classic signs of being an abuser. Isolating her. He badmouths her family and probably wouldn't even let them into the home. Cuts her out of the decision-making. Invites his family to stay with them for 11 days during Christmas. Makes everything her fault. When she objects and uses logic, she is difficult. She hates his family. Makes her question her own logic/sanity. Hence her post here. Commenter 3. Wanna bet he is around his 30s at least, and she is early 20s? OOP, oof. Try 40 and mid-30s. Is OOP from an Indian culture? OOP, nope. Commenter 4, NTA. Good grief. I would be leaving to visit my own family with the baby for 11 days. He can deal with his sister. Good luck. Commenter 5, 11 days. No, 2 days tops for someone to sleep on an air mattress in your living room. This isn't about being against his family. It isn't a family matter at all. You simply cannot host in your home for 11 days in a one-bedroom apartment, especially for 3 additional people. I would offer the car but say that they can use it on specific days, but not during the entire time. Or his sister can take your husband to work and use his car while he is at work. Who is buying all of the food and will be cooking the meals? Commenter 6. You should be rethinking this marriage. He's got zero consideration for you. Update, sad face, nearly 1 month later. Where to even begin unwrapping this ish-hole? I had brought up the issue with his family staying a couple times after my first post. I had to Google how to talk to a narcissist before the approach. I said how it would affect the baby and how it would affect his family with me having to get up in the middle of the night, and how my son needs space for his playpen. Baby-proofing a one-bedroom has proven more difficult than I thought. He seemed understanding, however, wasn't budging on wanting them to stay. I just got the old, we'll keep analyzing it. Since I can cancel my hotel reservations a day before check-in, I went ahead and booked 10 nights just to lock in cheap rates. I felt more secure having a backup in case shit hit the fan at my house. On our way to Thanksgiving, my son keeps getting blasted by sunlight while driving. I have tried the usual sunshades on the windows. A few days ago, I got these curtains for the side windows. They hang on with magnets, so I grabbed them from my car and hung them in my husband's car, as he was the one driving us 3 hours away to his family gathering. He kept saying the blinds were blocking his blind spots, so I tied them open so he could see, but my son could also keep some shade. After it still being a problem, my husband asked for them to be removed and proceeded to tell me how I need to ask him before I just go and do stuff. That's when I lost my shit. I brought up the visit and how he never discussed it with me prior to telling his sister they could stay. Of course, this causes him to blow up, saying he doesn't need my permission as it is his house. Over and over, I'm told to shut the F up and man up, if this was your family. I don't want to be with a wife. I remain calm and reiterate that it's my home too, and it's about respect that he talks to me first. It's not about control, it's about respect. Respect for my son and our routines, comfort, and safety. He then goes on to say how I don't respect him and I just turned this around and made it about you. Holidays are classically stressful. Look at Home Alone where they have that huge house and it's chaos. Okay, but this isn't a movie. It's real life. If we had a guest room, I would still be annoyed, but I would be more comfortable manning up and letting them stay as they wouldn't obscure my routines. So I ruined Thanksgiving. Husband stayed at work until he had to come home just to sleep. Didn't see his son for almost 3 days. I had to text him first, come and have an adult conversation with me. You haven't seen your son in 3 days, to which I get, but I'm working. And oh-ish I meant after. And no one wants me around anyway. I'm only good for food and money. Good Lord. I didn't respond to this. Needless to say, he came home and spent time with his son. We had an adult conversation. His family staying is not changing. He said he already told them yes and doesn't want to now tell them to get a hotel. A hotel is way too expensive, even at this discount you're talking about. It's not going to be $50. LOL. It actually was. I booked 10 nights for $518 total. I told him this, and he just rolled his eyes. His sister had texted me personally and asked if they could use my car to do one thing when my husband is working. She said they would rent a car if not. Just the fact that she asked with respect made me say yes to using it. We agreed that if I needed it, they would bring it back. My son and I will be okay. My thoughts? Continue my routines. Do what I need to do. If they can't handle it, they are free to get a hotel. I will not uproot my life for 11 days. It's not about me, it's about my son. He will be taken care of regardless of guests. My question is, should I keep the hotel? I want to have it in case my son and I have to sleep there. If people keep waking my son up, I'm going to have a huge problem, especially if we're trapped, but I also don't want to waste the money and never use it. I can't decide. For everyone saying I should get a divorce over this, that's valid. I want to give him one more chance to start discussing with me. If he can't respect that, then yeah, it's done. I'm tired of him stepping outside and having these conversations without my input. Wish me luck. Relevant/top comments. Commenter 1. A big part of the problem is that you are married to a 12-year-old in an adult body. His lack of respect for you and the well-being of his child combined with his temper tantrums are unbelievable. You need to stand up to him, or this will be your life for the duration of your marriage. When his family sets up camp in your living room, tell them you are going to make it easier on them by going to a hotel and just visiting with them during the day. Let your husband handle F-Troops holiday bivouac. OOP, funny you say he acts like a 12-year-old because he had the audacity to call me a emo 12-year-old when he was the one who stayed away from his son for 3 days pouting. Commenter 2. One thing I don't think I've read is that the stress OP is going through / will go through with this husband and his family will definitely affect her milk supply, which will in turn affect the baby. If OP stays through the visit, absolutely let the baby cry and disrupt everyone's sleep so they finally realize this isn't doable. It's insane. Does sister-in-law even realize OP lives in a 1-bedroom, 1-bathroom apartment where 3 people already live? Even if sister-in-law and husband sleep on the air mattress in the living room, where is their 5-year-old supposed to sleep? I'm just shaking my head. OOP, I've told my husband multiple times that stress affects milk supply. Drops have happened to me multiple times. Then he wonders why there's no milk in the fridge, I'm an exclusive pumper, and why his son has to drink protein shakes. He doesn't care. Commenter 3. Don't prepare for guests. Don't buy groceries. Don't cook. Take your son and go stay at the hotel or with friends or family. Let your husband host his family without you. Commenter 4. Honey, you need to take the baby and the car and go stay at the hotel for the duration of the stay. Let him host his family. Stay well away from that chaos. Don't be home.